Captain's Log Supplemental. The officials from the Elysia delegation has finally gone back to the planet and are ready to settle in on their new life. So we find this advanced civilization. It's a small paradise city, only a couple 100,000 people living there. Advanced technology, spacefaring, warp-capable species. But I guess their planet had, the geologist can explain it better, I'm sure his log will. The planet had some kind of geothermal issue and was going to explode. But for some reason, they needed us to come tell them to just, go to a different planet. Anyways, there was one in the next system over, and so we just kind of pointed them at it, and now they're good to go. Sometimes I think that people just don't really want to solve their problems.
Welcome back, everybody, to Captain's Log Supplemental. I am Chris, and as always, am joined by friends and co-hosts Rob and Stanford.
Hello.
Hi there.
For the uninitiated, Captain's Log Supplemental is a Star Trek rewatch podcast. We are cruising through all of Star Trek in chronological order, and we are we're digging into the Strange New Worlds. How's everybody doing today?
Oh my god, I feel so much better now that I have heat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess your hot water's working again too.
Hot water is working again. So the dude who came and turned the gas back on was like, "Oh, I had trouble getting your heat or the lighter going on your hot water tank," and I'm like, "What?" And it took me a second to realize he was talking about the pilot light. Next dude comes out the day after when we report that it was still not working to the leasing office, and I told him, the other guy said he was having trouble with the pilot light. He goes back there, sees that it's out, starts it up again, and he's like, "Oh, just let us know if it goes out again." And I'm like, "Dude, we have not had hot water. You just hang out for a couple of minutes maybe." And then lo and behold, 30 minutes later, still nothing, not even a hint of heat to anything. So I call them again. They show up 4 hours after that, right before they're ready to leave for the day. And then he's sitting out there complaining about having to replace this pilot light mechanism. And I'm like, "Dude, you had the chance to do this hours ago, and you opted not to
do it yesterday."
Yeah, this is entirely your fault.
Yeah. Yep. Oh
man, and it's one of those things too where it's this is why I'm done with natural gas. I'm fucking done with it. Just give me electric everything.
Yeah. I don't want to. I don't even like having our stove using gas. The prospect of something exploding on me randomly, not really endearing to me. I do not like it.
Every once in a while, there's a video of a house that goes up because of a gas line leak. It's Jesus Christ, that house doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not a small explosion.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was real good timing when it went out for you too. Just in the coldest part of the year.
Record lows.
Although, the reason the heat went out was because of some gas line thing, central to your apartment building unit, right? It wasn't your apartment.
Right. Yeah. It was the line on our street.
It's crazy.
Well, go ahead.
I don't have anything. The problem is Mariah had banter for this week, which was hilarious, but she's not here. Mariah's out tonight. At least out for now. She's at her parents' house for dinner. So I didn't come prepared with any banter. So I'm just very much do.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything either. We had a little get together last night. It was fun. I made slow cooked carnitas and I did some elote with some refried beans. So did a little Mexican food. It was delicious.
That doesn't sound like proper white people taco night, if I'm honest.
It was definitely not white people taco night. It was. I made this nice cilantro lime sauce too. Oh my god, it's so good. Put that shit on anything.
I'm not. I have the cilantro gene, so cilantro's not my favorite.
It's weird. I used to hate it, but I've eaten it more and more because everybody fucking puts it in everything now. and for some reason I started liking it, and I don't know why.
That kind of
You
happened
just like
with
the
me.
taste of soap.
That kind of happened to me with sour cream. I used to not like sour cream, and then I just started eating
Really?
it more, and I was like, wait, what the fuck was wrong with me? This is fantastic. Because now I can just eat spoonfuls of this shit. I love sour cream. Yeah.
That's your true white person coming through.
Right. And I'm not as bad genetically on the cilantro as some people. Like our friend Amy, she like, if she even like tastes a hint of it, she's like, ugh. I'm like, oh, yep, there's cilantro in this, but so it's not my favorite, but we do white people taco night, and we just call it that straight up, with the ground beef and the pack
Don't get me wrong.
pack of taco seasoning, but then I throw a can of beans in there. It feels real fancy at that point.
we do the white people taco night as well, but yeah, we were having a couple families over, so I figured I'd do it up right. Did some cilantro lime rice too. It was delicious.
Oh, nice. Yeah, usually like it's just so easy. We do the Goya yellow rice. Whenever we're doing like,
yeah, we've done like a yellow rice before.
Because that's what Liam likes, and it's easy to make, and so I don't have to stress about it. So do you have a recipe you use for your carnitas, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's let's see. What I do it in the slow cooker, and it's like I put like a 10-pound butt in there, which like barely fit.
That's a big ass for a slow cooker.
That's a big butt. It's a big butt. Yeah, I had to like cut it up in chunks so it would like cook through. But yeah, it's like a bunch of lime juice, orange juice, like some salsa goes in there, a couple beers, and it just cooks for like 10 hours. It's fantastic.
Interesting.
Oh, and a bunch of seasoning. Of course, I season up the meat too. So.
Oh, well, yeah, because if you didn't season it, then too white.
Too white, yeah.
You gotta you send me that recipe if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, show. With that, we will get to the episode. Today's episode. As a reminder, please rate, review, subscribe, do all those things that spreads the word of the podcast. That will help us out quite a bit. Tell your friends, family, acquaintances, brothers, sisters, former roommate, all that stuff. And that would make us quite happy. Send emails too. We'll read them out if you send them. Today's episode. Lift us where suffering cannot reach.
All right.
Wordy ass title. This is episode 6 of season 1 of Strange New Worlds. I will start this with trivia note.
Oh shit. When there's some trivia you can't miss, it's a fun fact with Chris.
So this is apparently a new script based upon an unused script by Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry for the original series, which I think is interesting because it's also kind of based off of something else, which I'll get to later in our deep dive.
Really? I thought,
given the overall feel, that's not surprising.
I thought Walk Away from Omelas was like newer than, 73.
Interesting. Well, and I'll get to that because that short story is also based on other things too. So we'll get to that in the deep dive.
Yeah.
So this episode we begin with Pike doing a little log here, talking about how they're in the Magellan system, where he'd come as a lieutenant on a rescue mission previously.
I would not have spelled Magellan this way.
Oh, I didn't even look at how they spelled it.
It's like Majallan.
Oh, weird.
Because they're like, we're in the Magellan system. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. And then they showed the word. I'm like, never mind. I do not know exactly what you're talking about.
So he talks about how he's been there before. We cut to a scene where Uhura meets Pike in the turbolift. She's apparently sore after some combat training she's been doing with La'an.
We do find out that Anson Mount cannot do a good impression of La'an.
Well, I mean, that's not that surprising. He says, watch out for lesson 7 with La'an. Does not elaborate any further. Just kind of gives a little sly wink and leaves the turbo lift. However, La'an continues being a hard ass on the bridge when Uhura runs into her there. Pretty soon we get told there's a small combat cruiser attacking a shuttle. both non-Federation and the shuttles giving sending out a distress call for help. As this is Federation space, they go to investigate. We get a little fun CG scene of the cruiser attacking the shuttle, little pew pews.
Wait.
And the grappler makes a return. I was so nostalgic
I saw
for
the
Enterprise.
Yeah.
Wait, is this Federation space? Because these assholes aren't part of the Federation.
They did say it was on the edge of Federation space.
Yeah. I think that implies that like the borders like abut it.
Mm-hmm, right.
Huh.
Because like they were on some planet that was like some thing that wasn't their like actual planet. So I think it was like in Federation space. It was weird. Anyway, so yeah, Pike orders the aggressors to stand down. They did not like that message. So they started pew-pewing at Enterprise. It turns out not great not great power in that combat cruiser, because old Anson Mount gives the fuck was that look?
Right.
Because the Enterprise just kind of shrugs off the attack.
Damage is like still greater than 95%, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, Uhuru's down at the tactical con apparently, because she's given order to kind of give him a little warning shot. But as she's kind of lining up the shot, I guess the other cruiser shoots them, which knocks off her aim, and she ends up just blowing them all the fuck up.
I have so many problems with what happened here. Like, first of all, they're not doing any damage. So, like, did you have to shoot them? Because it wasn't a warning shot, like, over their bow or whatever. He said take out their weapons. Like, or immobilize them or something like that. Like, he specifically said to shoot the ship. Now, he was like, don't, fuck them up. Just take out, like, whatever. But, like, did you have to shoot them at all? But then, you got, like, the trainee making this, like, delicate-ass shot.
Yeah. Well,
Like, can you imagine if you're being put under in an OR and they're like, by the way, this medical student's gonna be handling the knife for the first time. Good luck.
No. Oh man. So after that, the crew from the shuttle beams over, and oh look, the pretty lady knows Pike. Her name is Alora. And she also calls him lieutenant instead of captain, because obviously the last time she saw him, he was a lieutenant. Small note here: this actress that plays Alora, Lindy Booth, co-starred with Rebecca Romaine on a TNT series called The Librarians that ran from 2014 to 2018.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought that was interesting.
I also appreciate the very typical Star Trek notion that we do not give a fuck about the people we just killed. Like, no. They don't even mention that ship again.
Like Pike wasn't even mad about it either.
Like, the ship hadn't even fully crashed yet, and Pike's like, well, I'm gonna go down to the teleporter room and see who we're getting. Like...
Yeah. Well, and he gets all like giggly too with like a bashful like teenage girl when he starts talking to Alora.
Yeah.
There's also a guy and a kid there who are not involved in the conversation at all. But apparently the kid's possibly injured, so they take him to sick.
It's like, are you the child's father? Strictly in the biological sense. Dude, it's like a weird thing to say. The kid is right there. Fuck.
Yeah. So in sickbay, Mbenga is reading to his daughter. So he explains. We have this brief scene about why he keeps messing up where they're at in the book, because he doesn't remember.
Yeah, because in the 32nd or 43rd or 23rd or whatever century, they don't have fucking bookmarks.
Yeah, they don't.
Was he reading from a paper book?
Yes.
I didn't really think about that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Mbenga said.
What he should do is throw the book at the kid every time she's about to transport, and so the book will just go with her.
That's stupid.
Just shut the fuck up. Oh, that's stupid. Just beam the kid with a book right before she goes under.
Sure. So in the ready room, Alora is explaining who this kid is. He's like a holy figure for their planet. He is called the First Servant. No further elaboration. She says they don't know who attacked them, but they did demand the child, and says that they were probably after like a ransom or something because he's so important.
I like how I think this is where she was like, this is where I was like, oh, that's right, this is the kid torture episode. I think she was like, they're the descendants of a long abandoned alien colony.
Right.
Is that what we call abandoned if it's got descendants? Like, that's not abandoned. Like, they're right there. They live there. those are people.
Was it like abandoned by like their principal?
Colony?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Maybe I guess.
Maybe that's what they meant. So yeah. She's like, oh no. An investigation of that crash ship is totally unnecessary. We got it. Don't worry about it. We'll catch you later. Then Uda says an investigation is not only necessary but required, which is it? I mean, that's the same thing.
She said, well, and someone says, and I think it might be Pike actually, he's like, Starfleet requires us to investigate any vessel that attacks us with or without your cooperation. Jesus Christ. So much for like jurisdiction and sovereignty or any of that. Like, what the fuck?
Well, it's in their territory, right?
It's not. These are a people, like, they're not part of the Federation.
I know they're not part of the Federation, but that's in their territory, right? That's what we did. We established.
I don't know. I don't know how it can be, how these people can like be the people who live in this system, but then the system is also Federation, but they're not in the Federation. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's also, a little weird. Anyway, she's like, well, fine. If you're going to investigate, I'm coming too. Meh.
And I'm gonna fuck you.
Hey, that's later. We'll get there. It is
later. It's later.
So yeah, Allura says she's coming. Pike is totally cool with that, though. He's like, all right, I get to giggle more while you're around. Back in Med Bay, the kid seems okay. Gamal, who is the father, says, "Don't touch him."
Yeah, he treats Enterprise's med bay like it's a Civil War era chop shop. Like,
right. Like I'm not clear on the levels of technology here. Between...
The Alarans? No.
Yeah.
Is it Alarans?
Or whatever they are.
No, the Magellans. The Magellans are they are medically far more advanced than we are, and in a couple other ways too. But they are not as far advanced in other ways.
Yeah, I guess like combat-wise,
their weapons and shields and stuff are not as advanced. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they don't have it where it counts.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're not as good at ducking out of the way when a fucking like untrained cadet fires lasers at them.
Where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, Gamal's very haughty about things. He's like, this fucking bullshit medical equipment garbage. Anyway, Omega's like, wait, you got some pretty cool stuff. For no reason at all. Give me more information about this. Gamal also did say the title in this scene.
Yeah, because he says there's a saying from his planet, and that saying is, let the tree that grows from the roots of sacrifice lift us where suffering cannot reach. You know, the longest fucking saying anyone has ever come up with.
Down on the crash ship, La'an and Uhura are investigating.
So down on the crash ship, La'an and Uhura are investigating themselves to see if there was any wrongdoing.
I mean, you're not wrong. There were no life signs. They say, they must have gotten in a shuttle or beamed away or something. La'an's like, don't touch stuff, dumbass. You gotta scan it first. Which, I mean, fair.
How are we gonna plant the bags of cocaine if your fingerprints are everywhere?
After the determination the ship is clear, Allura and Spock enter. Allura confirms that the tech is from the colony she mentioned earlier. Spock finds some type of thingy, some device that he is interested by. And Allura's like, I don't know what that is. Anyway, she denies any knowledge of it. She does find an oath coin from the guards who are apparently sworn to protect the first servant. And she says she has to get back, and also you are not invited, Federation people. Which, I mean, sure. Pike's like, just invite me then.
Pike's like, look, let me violate your sovereignty and your vagina.
Wink, wink. Yeah. So on the Magellan world, they go to interview the guards.
This is a jarring musical shift here, by the way.
Right. Also, before we get there, on Enterprise, Spock asks Gamal about the thing he found, a little device. Spock says it's a neural dampener. Gamal did not, I guess, know what it was or whatever, or said he didn't know what it was. I have a note here that said the kid is curious, but Daddy says no. I don't remember.
Yeah. So okay. So you skipped the part where we're down on the planet and Pike like unfastens his phaser holster and is like, okay, let's go see the guards. Then we go back to the med bay where Spock is talking to the dad, and then Spock is also talking to the kid, and the kid's like real sciencey and Spock is like weirdly good with nerd kids apparently.
Right, because he asked Spock about the speed of propagation of subspace radio signals in long-range communications, which Spock says it's 52,000 times the speed of light, which the kid's like, that's fucking slow, bitch. So yeah.
Fucking bitch-ass kid.
Back on the planet, Alora says there's what Alora says. Hold on, what did that's right. My note here was Alora says this marriage is rocky. Let's renew our vows to the guards. So she's like, get out your coins. I want to check.
Well, check your coins, and they're all like, here's our coins, milady. Except for one's like, oh, my coin's kind of broken or whatever.
Because it was new. It was like a brand new coin, right? Which is
inside the holster, yeah.
Yeah. She asked to take a look at old Kier's coin, and he's like, see ya! And he books it out and just totally like
fucking
vaporizes some poor dude.
Disintegrates one of his fellow fucking guardsmen.
Yeah. The rest of the guards, by the way, totally incompetent and terrible at their jobs.
So they shoot at him for a little bit, and then they stop shooting. Like, we're done shooting. Because then we're just going to run at them through what I think
like
might be
thing.
the same set as that Denzel Washington Shakespeare movie.
What a random ass pull.
Because it looks like the same like villa garden as in that movie.
Yeah, it's all right though, because Pike plays linebacker and just totally fucking.
So yeah, tackles him, points his gun at him, and says it's not on stun. Why the fuck is it not on stun? What are you talking about?
Look, he's there to kick ass and take names. He don't need no questions.
He's there to get fucking laid.
Yeah, he needs to look cool in front of Alora.
Pike is here for one reason.
Speaking of Alora, for some reason she's like, this is a good idea to get very close to this dude who's running away from us and the prime suspect in our investigation. I'm going to get right next to him and talk to him. Yep. So he takes her captive. He says, long live the first servant, then goes to like slit her throat, but oopsie, she knows kung fu, and he gets stabbed instead. She like flips him, and he like lands on his own knife. She's like, oh no.
Oh, anyway. God. Anyways, we cut to porn stash, Kirk.
Yeah, I was going to say, Uhura is wolfing down some food in the mess hall because, she doesn't get no time to eat on Lon's watch. And Kirk says hi. He's like, you should tell her this. And then Lon's like, tell me what? He's like, bye.
Oh, sorry, I'm a pussy. Bye.
Pretty much. Lon apparently stole some stuff from the crash site. But true cop fashion right there.
I like how one of Lon's rules is like know when to bend the rules. Shut the fuck up, bitch. What the fuck?
Yeah. So she wants Uhura to take a look at the stuff. In sickbay, Mbenga continues to be impressed by the medical technology. He asked about seeing if he can get some of that sweet tech for his quote-unquote patient. And Gamal's like, nah.
And okay, so Gamal says, we don't share our technology. I'm sure you have similar rules. And
True.
Mbenga says, not when it comes to medical interventions, which
Wrong.
is provably false. Like,
Yeah.
that's like how the Prime Directive started, was Phlox withholding medical intervention.
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah. Oh my
100% accurate,
god.
yeah. Mhm. So yeah,
and this show doesn't even have the like advantage of like, well, but Enterprise kind of retconned that, because this show came out after Enterprise.
right, yeah. Back on the planet, Alora continues to play Pike like a horny fiddle. We
Yeah,
get
she does.
some kissy, and then sex. We
So,
come back for the pillow talk though.
Hey, is it okay? Maybe I'm old fashioned.
But
Isn't Pike currently dating somebody?
I was thinking about that. Is he dating somebody at that point?
Yeah, Battelle.
Yeah, what's her face? She
Was he
in
dating
the
her?
She's in the pilot episode.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
She was at his home
Pike,
like
you
for a
dog,
while.
you dirty dog. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, the only guard I need posted is the one in your pants, says Princess What's Her Face.
Yeah. Time for pillow talk. Yep. They reminisce about the past, and Kirk brings the mood down with his future thing.
Pike.
Yes, Pike. Sorry, not Kirk. Wow.
My notes here are: wait, doesn't Pike have a fucking girlfriend? Is it an open relationship? Does exploration missions mean like a free bone pass?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it's
she's, like, from
definitely a
his
different zip
past,
code.
so, yeah. You say he has hoes in different galactic zones? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, Uhura gets linguistic horny.
Yeah, she does. She presents her findings to La'an on the shipwreckage. La'an gets snarky at first with her, but Uhura says, "Shut your fucking mouth when I'm talking to you, bitch."
God damn.
She's
I got a little turned on there, Chris. Shit.
La'an ends up being impressed with her findings on it, and says that it's your work. You need to tell the captain about it. So, however, first in the sick bay, the kid woke up Mbenga's daughter, Rakia, and they're having a good old time. But Dr. Daddy spoils the fun.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, he says,
Dr.
"No,
Daddy.
back in the transporter buffer for you."
I mean, to be
go ahead.
fair, like the longer she's outside of that buffer, the sicker she gets.
No, not
I
in
know.
Mbenga. The kid's dad is a dick.
Yes, he is. Yeah, but
I see.
yeah. But no, yeah. Rukia has to go back in the buffer, and the kid's got to go do whatever. On the bridge, Uhura presents her findings to Pike, and basically she says the colony is not alien; it's in fact from Alora's world, Magellan or whatever. Everyone on the bridge is suspicious about Alora except the guy who just got his dick wet. He's like, well, I mean,
that tracks.
like,
but I did get to fuck her, so
there's a personably reasonable
He's like, look, I
totally
think we can
reasonable
all
explanation.
admit that there might be two sides to this situation, one of which I get to fuck. So
Yes, so and Benga radios in and says the kid and dad are leaving all of a sudden. They're trying to go to the transporter. Pike tries to stop them, but they somehow get beamed away. Turns out some cruiser, flew by and snaked them.
I don't care for the instantaneous assumption that Chief Kyle was just insubordinate. Because Pike's like,
That's right.
Kyle, what the fuck? And Kyle's like, I didn't do it. Obviously, you told me not to. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
But then, Dad immediately gets beamed back. He's like, "Where's the kid?" The cruiser tries to get away from them, but they get him in a tractor beam, and they try to warp away, and somehow end up getting blown up in a total accident once again.
So they try to warp away, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And so they're like, "So and so, like the non-Ortega one who's like running the consoles up at the front of the bridge."
Uh-huh.
He's like, deactivate the tractor beam. Which, if I was going to design a tractor beam system, turning it off would probably be like one button. But what do I know? It takes her like 18 button presses to get that tractor beam turned off, and in the meantime, the ship rips itself to shreds.
Yeah, just explodes spectacularly.
And then I asked, are we going to investigate that little mistake or not?
2 for 2, the Enterprise is accidentally murdering people. So good job, guys.
Yeah, they're running. That's ice numbers right there. Shit.
Jesus Christ. So anyway, when they assumed that the kid was on it because they detected his life signs supposedly there. They call Laura and she's like, "Oh my God, everything is awful. Terrible things are happening. We're gonna sink into the volcanoes.
Yeah,
fuck this all, Pike."
Our tiny city that is clearly optionally atop this volcano is going to be subsumed by the volcano. Like, what can we do?
She provides no other details and ends the call though. So Uhura says apparently Gamal did some sneakies to help them beat him off, and La'an continues to be like a fucking like teacher, like nerd about it. Where was I? Oh yeah, Gamal doesn't admit to doing anything, and he's like, no, I just, they kind of like are talking to him, and he almost seems like he's about to say something, but then Spock calls in, who he'd apparently found a distress call from the kid on Enterprise.
Spock is like, sorry, I guess we're remodeling because we got all this shit in the hallway.
Just
and Spock's like, he's in this person-sized container right here.
Mm-hmm. And so he was. They open it up, and ta-da, he's there. So he's like, I gotta go to the coronation. So like, yeah, well, I mean, we have got no other questions for anybody involved, so we'll immediately return you.
I like how... yeah. All right, go ahead.
So back on the planet, Pike's there, because, Alora's horny again for him.
Yeah, she
but
is.
She's like, because he starts asking questions like, so like, how does he like stop your city from sinking into a volcano? She's like, I don't know.
Well, and then she's like, you know what? I'm glad you asked, because the ruling council agreed to let you see us fuck this kid's life up.
Which, like, ruling council, bad call here. Let's be honest. Like, what were you thinking?
My note is that feels like a mistake.
Back on the ship, the dad kind of explains why he was trying to make him, the kid, unable to be the first servant. He was trying to save him, and but yeah, Pike after the little coronation deal, Alora tells Pike that, hey, you can watch the ceremony, quote unquote. Una says they want to beam down or talk to Pike, but they can't get through. They've got some type of field or something up that stops communication. Sure. They go into this like dark cave thing with all these like glowy tubes that like go into this throne thing the kid is going to be sitting on.
And to be clear, like their city like is levitating above the surface of like this volcano planet. And, like, I'm assuming this cave is in one of the rocks their city is kind of floating on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the quote-unquote ceremony starts with some very sacrificey chants.
And they pull the previous kid out.
Right.
At which point my notes are E and then a bunch of W's.
They're like hauling this kid out in, like, a litter, right? And they're like, no. Alora's like, I think Pike needs to see this. Pull the blanket back,
dude. I don't know if that was so much a litter as it was a baking sheet. That dude was
terrible,
well fucking done,
and it was still juicy. Like, it's gross.
Yeah, he was this like emaciated,
eyeballs,
like,
and the eyeballs are like it was
like somebody sucked the juice out of him. It was terrible.
It was fucking gross. I was like, oh God.
So at that point, Pike decides to get punchy to try to stop the kid from sitting in the throne. He gets a staff to the face for his troubles, which as we mentioned, everybody could see coming.
Yeah, Pike's like, is he going to suffer? And Laura's like,
I don't know.
No, she says yes.
Oh, she does. That's right. She
Yeah,
does say
she's
yes,
like, yeah, that's the point, dipwad. Like, what the fuck did you expect?
She's also
Well,
like, we don't know why they made our forebears set this up this way.
She's like, we don't know why they need a kid. We tried to stop it, but we need a kid. It's like, move. Just move. It's one city. Move.
Yeah, like I feel like you guys could like if that's like if the thing is the main thing he's doing is stopping your city from falling into a volcano. I don't know, like build a new city somewhere.
Build one in space. Get a space station going. Like what the fuck?
Anyway, so she builds some like straw man argument about the suffering of children in the Federation.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah. Pike tries to like debate with her about how
her argument is nonsense.
No, it is. It's absolutely
because she's like, does your society not have anyone who suffers? And like, as you said, this is straw man. Like this is complete bullshit.
Yeah. So just stupid. Anyway, Pike's like, no, I'm fucking leaving. This is crazy. What are you talking about?
She's like, but stay and fuck me. Isn't fucking me worth the knowledge that there is a child being tortured beneath your feet?
Slowly having all of their juices sucked out of them.
Only for us to have to find another child in a few years.
Whereas it's like, what's the time frame for this? Like, how long do you get out of each child?
They weren't clear, but I'm assuming it's like 5-6 years tops.
Like they never really go into the specifics either of like how this kid is powering this whole system, right?
No, they said it needs a child's neurology. So I'm guessing that it's a computer using the child's brain.
Right.
Oh God.
So we cut to Sickbay Enterprise where a poor kid's dad is apparently going to that like one offshoot colony for the people who left the crazy floating city. However, he does offer to teach Manga some theories on their medicine stuff, which okay.
Dude, just give him a fucking vial. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Like, you're not even part of the city anymore. Just give it to him. Come on.
Yeah.
So we end on a scene with sad Pike staring at the sun in his quarters, drinking his troubles away.
Going like, man, at least I got my dick wet. Shit.
All right. Well, that is the end of the episode. On a scale of 1 to 5, where 0 is threshold, where are we at?
Man, I'm still like on the edge between a 3 and a 4 for this one. I think I'm gonna stick with a 3. Like it feels very standard Trekish to me.
Okay.
I also gave it a 3. I don't know. I wanted to go higher because like I do recognize that it's like, based on a short story and stuff. But I'm also like, but what are we doing? Like I don't think they set it up well. I think they could have set it up better. I think they could have set the short story up better here. Because like I lose a lot of my ability to suspend my disbelief when it's like, well, what we like is this colony of white, fancy, healthy people that lives in this fucking stupid place. And the only way they're able to live in that place is through the suffering of a child. And it's like, that's not how this is supposed to work. Like, that's not right. So, yeah, no, I
mean, I agree with you. However, we mentioned that it is based off of a short story, which honestly, pretty close. Like, there's no explanation, which I'll get to. But
right. There is no explanation, but it's still just a normal town. It's just a normal town where everyone's happy. This is a town that is suspended atop a volcano for no reason.
Yeah. So you said 3?
I said 3. And it's standard Trek. It's like them taking a bite out of something and doing okay, but not awesome.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at too. Yeah. I mean, it's, I think the core of it is an interesting, like, philosophical question. Is that one child suffering worth, the happiness and general prosperity?
Worth the fact that we don't feel like moving. Oh, you know what? Moving does suck. Actually, I might wait.
It really does.
I might be on the other side of it. I might torture a child so I don't have to move. Yeah.
They didn't execute the idea. So yeah, 3 for me. It wasn't terrible, but yeah, it could have been better. All right. Well, when we come back, we will get into our deep dive on the aforementioned The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas. Welcome back, everybody. So for today's deep dive, I wanted to talk about kind of the short story that this particular episode seems to be very, I don't know if based on is quite the right word, but almost follows beat for beat the overall story.
I'd say inspired by, but it's just the same thing, only over a volcano. Like it's
Right.
There's a spaceship. Like,
so the short story is called "The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas," which is a 1973 short story, philosophical fiction written by Ursula K. Le Guin. It is a very, very short story. It is like 4.5 pages long.
Because I reread it and I was like, Chris is like, it's gonna be about on the deep dive, and I'm like, cool. I'm like, did you read it? And he's like, nah, I didn't have time. I'm like, it's 5 pages. He's like, all right, then I do have time.
Yeah, actually, I read it this morning while the kids were at some soccer thing. But yeah, it's both vivid in description of things, but also very vague about kind of why things are the way they are in this area, this town. But basically, it's talking about some festival in this utopian city of Omelas, whose prosperity is, for whatever reason, completely dependent on the perpetual misery of a single child. So the short story is very interesting because it starts out by giving you this very vivid description of this beautiful, happy town where they're having this nice, lovely summer festival, and then follows that up with the description of this child's horrible suffering. It's like it's locked in this room, nobody talks to them, it's got a bucket to shit in, it survives on cornmeal and a half bowl of cornmeal and grease a day. It has wounds festering because it's constantly sitting in its own filth. Like, just this horrible existence of this child.
And Ursula K. Le Guin does not pull any punches. The child begs for release and apologize and like says like it'll be good.
I'll be good.
And promises. Yeah. Like it is harrowing. Like it is hard to read.
And she also writes about how everybody in this town knows about this. Like everybody knows. Apparently, like at some point during their early teens or whatever, 10 to 12 to 13, they come by, either are made aware of it verbally or come by and actually look at this child. And so everybody knows what the city's prosperity is based on.
Yes. And like it's pointed out that like what she like if even a single nice word is said to this child, like the entire town will fall.
The whole thing will come crumbling down. Yeah. So and the ones who walk away from Omelas is a reference to those people who either, one day just up and walk away from home and never come back, with the implication that is because they can no longer, justify their own prosperity being based on the suffering of this child. Maybe they go and look at it and decide, that's it, or maybe just one day they're old and gray and decide no more, and they walk away. So obviously this is a philosophical question: is this one child suffering worth the prosperity and general happiness of everybody else in this town? And
to be clear, in order to kind of defeat the straw man that what's her face in the show tried to put up, like it is not incidental suffering; it is purposeful, intentional suffering. Is it proper for society to force a child to receive this suffering with the express intent of making everyone else's lives better?
So I'm going to go out here on a limb and say no.
That is certainly Ursula K. Le Guin's implied stance on the whole thing.
Yes. So I did a little research on her in this story, and I thought it was interesting who she referenced to. She said, a couple things is William James was her immediate reference, which there's a quote in his The Moral Philosopher and the Moral Life, which is an 1891 essay. where he says, or if the hypothesis were offered us of a world in which Monsieur Fourier and Bellamy's and Morris's utopias should all be outdone, and millions kept permanently happy on the one simple condition that a certain lost soul on the far-off edge of things should lead a life of lonely torture, what except a skeptical and independent sort of emotion can it be which would make us immediately feel, even though an impulse arose within us to clutch at the happiness so offered, how hideous a thing would it be its enjoyment when deliberately accepted as the fruit of such a bargain? So she said, of course I didn't read James and sit down and say, now I'll write a story about the lost soul. It seldom works out that way. This is a direct quote from her. I sat down and started the story just because I felt like it, with nothing but the word Omelas in mind. Le Guin stated that the city's name is pronounced Omelas, and chose the name after seeing roadside Salem, Oregon in a car mirror. People ask me, where do you get your ideas from, Miss Le Guin? From forgetting Dostoevsky and reading road signs backwards? Naturally, where else? So she mentions Dostoevsky, the brothers Karamazov in 1880, where she immediately gives credit to William James's Passage, which I read earlier, but also had mentioned that the idea she had first seen in Dostoevsky, but mentioned that she has not been able to reread Dostoevsky as much as she loved him since she was 25, and I'd simply forgotten he'd used the idea. But Dostoevsky said, I challenge you. Let's assume that you were called upon to build the edifice of human destiny, so that men would finally be happy and would find peace and tranquility. If you knew that, in order to attain this, you would have to torture just one single creature. Let's say the little girl who beat her chest so desperately in the outhouse, and that on her unavenged tears you could build that edifice. Would you agree to do it? And that was from the brothers Karamazov. However, Dostoevsky's original description of the dilemma refers to the doctrine of salvation through the crucifixion of Jesus. So obviously, sacrifice of Jesus to wipe the sins away from those on earth. It's interesting how far back this actual idea goes, and how long it's kind of been that philosophical question out there. So, was this episode based on Le Guin's short story? Probably. I mean, as we mentioned before, it's pretty much beat for beat the same story, just in the Star Trek universe. But I looked, and nobody has specifically said that this episode was based on that. The closest was actually Kurtzman had commented on this particular short story previously. However, it was not in reference to this episode. It was actually in reference to the Kelpian that caused the burn in Discovery.
Yes.
Not the Strange New Worlds episode. He said, the idea that we needed to answer what was responsible for this cataclysmic event, the idea emerged from a short story called Those Who Walk Away from Omelas, which it's not really a one-to-one analogy, but in that story, a child is held captive and tortured so that an entire town can live in happiness all the time. And so it raises this question of, okay, well, if you could live happily and everybody could live peacefully with no war, no strife, no sickness, no nothing, except it caused one child to stay in permanent state of suffering, would you actually be able to be happy in that town? Right? And those who walk away are the ones who have no conscience, or who have conscience. So from that idea emerged the idea of a child, and the idea of how interesting it would be if it was an accident, that you think that what is initially presented as a monster actually isn't a monster at all, but very much, in fact, a human, and I use human in quotes, but very relatable, and that's ultimately how we kind of circle around Sukal. And honestly, I don't get that comparison as much.
No, Alex Kurtzman is so full of shit right there. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
That child, what the fuck? You can't be like, well, I took it from this story about a child who's suffering. So anyways, I took the idea that there was a child and he was important. Like, that's not the same story. Like, right. Harry Potter is not the ones who walk away from Omelas, Yeah. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, Alex Kurtzman?
Yeah. So yeah, I couldn't find anything like out there that specifically referenced that short story to this episode. However, I mean, probably it's too close not to.
It's When I
There.
first saw this, I was like, "Oh, it's like that the Ursula K. Le Guin short story," because I had read it before.
Yeah, and there's actually also a number of other cultural references to it. There was a bunch I didn't recognize, but there was a couple that I thought were interesting. Ricardo Bear and Harvey Smith, who were the designers of the Dishonored video game series, apparently drew the inspiration from that story for The Outsider, which was an omnipotent immortal being who is reviled as an avatar of evil. I played the first Dishonored, and I'm not sure exactly what they're referring to there, but I thought that was interesting.
I have not played Dishonored.
Yeah, I've also played it, and I'm not sure what they're referring to either.
The very funny one that I saw was the 2017 music video "Spring Day" by BTS. References Le Guin's short story thematically. It also showed a hotel named Omelas, so it was definitely intentional there. So I thought that was interesting as well.
I think I reread the short story and I picked it up off of Amazon, like the Kindle thing or whatever. And it included like an afterword by Ursula K. Le Guin from 2016, which is like I didn't realize Le Guin was still alive in 2016. Only she died in 2018. But she remarks that she received a letter from a fan, and this is where it's like, yeah, okay, Ursula K. Le Guin was a great author, and she did a lot of things, but in 2016, she was also just an old white lady, so like, But she got a letter from a person about this short story, and she was like, this wasn't necessarily my intention, but at the same time, it's a completely valid reading. And I want to read you the excerpt she includes, okay?
Oh, God.
The city of happiness, well, we all live there, and people go about their business with full knowledge of the child in the closet. And then at times I refuse to believe we are in the city of happiness, and that instead we are all ones who walked away. This is like the person writing to Le Guin.
Uh-huh.
Until I read in the news that a man was waterboarded 103 times in 1 month. Then I think we are all in the closet, too stupid to understand what life we could have outside the walls around us. Hey, person watching the news of the person who was waterboarded 103 times, I don't think you're in the same closet, buddy. I don't think you quite get it at that point. And Ursula K. Le Guin is like, let's see, this isn't necessarily the correct interpretation. It's simply one way to read the story, a painful, profoundly responsible way. A responsible way? No, absolutely not.
I think the better would be the people who are still sitting in the city knowing about it and not leaving.
Leaving. Yeah, the person who's watching the news and being like, man, that sucks. Well, I gotta write this cool letter to Ursula K. Le Guin, though. That's gonna be fun. There's only so much a person can do. And I don't want it to sound like I think that this person should have,
but if we're making comparisons here.
But like, if we're making a comparison, no, you are not the one in the closet when you are also citing a person waterboarded 103 times in 1 month. Like, you are not the child in that equivalency.
Nope. Well, yep, that wraps up our deep dive. When we come back, we'll have a little potpourri.
Also, someone wrote a response story, which is, let's just kill the kid.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
No, it was like a philosophically like profound piece of writing. Yeah, it's like, you know what? And I think their point was like walking away from the child basically just displaces you from the problem, so you're not actually being better than the people who are staying there because you still know that child's been suffering. Sure. It's like if you can't bring it upon yourself to rescue that child, then kill the child. Like, that is your moral responsibility. And I'm not saying I agree. I haven't really done a lot of deep dive like introspection on this particular story, but like that's what they're saying in that response.
Welcome back, everybody. For Potpourri this week, we are going to play a little game involving our are famous Star Trek captains' actors' hometowns.
Jesus, that was a
So-
lot. That's a long journey you just took me on.
Yeah. The gist of this is I am going to give you three sets of facts about each captain's hometown, like the actor's hometown. And you two are going to use Google Maps, nothing else, please, just Google Maps, it's honor system here. Find a city or town you think matches the description, and you're going to tell me what that is, okay? You're going to get 3 points if you're within 50 miles, 2 points if you're within 250 miles, and 1 point if you're within the same country for our European selections here, or state or province for Canadian and Americans. Make sense?
Yes, so it's like a reverse geolocate. It's like a reverse geo speed thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just gonna say yes. I understand. Let's go. Let's continue.
Okay. We're going to go through each of the captains from like the main live action series, and I also threw in Carol Freeman from Lower Decks here. All right. Starting off with Enterprise, Captain Jonathan Archer, Scott Bakula. All right. Here are the 3 sets of facts. This city sits on the western bank of a major American river. It's famous for its massive monument. Its big cultural identities are baseball, toasted ravioli, and Clydesdales.
I mean, come on.
I assume we start with the gimme.
Yeah, well, especially for the two of you.
As I say, are we just saying this out loud? What's our thing here?
It's we're both,
we're doing honor.
we're
honor
both
yeah,
getting
St.
points,
Louis.
right? Yeah, it's St. Louis. Yeah.
Yep, St. Louis. Yep, you are correct.
You're like western bank of the river, and I'm like, okay. And then you're like giant monument. I'm like, nah, I bet St. Louis. And then you're like toasted ravioli. I'm like, yeah, all right, St. Louis. I
didn't realize.
I always forget about the Budweiser thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't realize the toasted ravioli was such a huge thing there.
That's like, that's their thing. Yeah.
It's very funny.
That and butter cake or whatever.
But yeah, gooey butter cake is what
Butter
it's
which
called.
I have
Oh my
made.
God, I saw
it's
that.
fucking good. I have a recipe
It's
for it, Rob.
delicious.
It's really good.
It's
Well,
so
you
bad
should
for you,
make
but
it.
it's fantastic.
The one I
I-
make is a yeasted crust too. It's really good.
Ooh.
I would assume that anything named butter cake is probably not the healthiest thing in the world for you.
It's
It is
not genuinely. It's actually not worse for you than regular pound cake. It has a little bit of extra butter, and you don't bake it as long. That's why it's gooey.
Oh,
That's it. And then this one, like I said, I have a recipe for a yeasted crust, but it like the recipe is really not much worse than just like a standard pound cake.
Right. Next up, we have Captain James Kirk, played by William Shatner. This is the
scroll up.
this is the second largest French-speaking city in the world. It's known for the world-famous Just for Laughs comedy festival and its nickname, the City of 100 Steeples. This city is built on an island and is famous for poutine, bagels, and smoked meat sandwiches.
It's Quebec, right?
I was gonna say Quebec City.
Ooh, it's Montreal.
Oh, Montreal. Okay.
All right, so let's see here.
Is that the-
How
that's
far
Oh,
the
yeah, I
same-
guess Montreal
Quebec?
isn't an island. That's right. Okay.
My-
yeah.
Quebec
I was
City.
see you're going too fast, Chris, because I was zooming in to find Quebec City. I'm like, that's not an island, and then I probably would have gone down to Montreal. So
All right, it is 266 miles away by the
It's-
shortest travel.
it's still in Quebec, though.
It is still in Quebec. So you both get a point. All right,
Woo!
good job. Next up, this one's going to be a little tough. I had a bunch of like football facts lined up, but that's not going to be helpful for you two.
I
so-
know some football things.
wrong kind of
I
football.
know a lot of football things.
I know some soccer things.
Jean-Luc Picard, played by Patrick Stewart.
Oh! I've already got it.
This town lies in a region historically tied to the textile industry. All 3 of the Bronte sisters attended boarding school here, and Charlotte actually returned as a teacher, which is kind of cool. I have a third one here. If you know what, I'm just going to give it to you. It's located between Leeds and Huddersfield, because holy shit, this is
I don't know where Huddersfield is. Wait, hold on. Is it Manchester, right?
that region.
That was definitely not my guess then. Well, I thought he was from Manchester.
He is not from Manchester.
Because I know he's a big Man U fan.
He is.
Which is why I actually knew that from a movie he was in where he shouts United and has like a Man U shirt on.
Interesting.
Wait, was that your guess, Stanford?
My guess was Manchester, which is within 50
Okay.
miles, I think. So I think I've got the 2 points.
All right.
Let's say Bradford.
Let's see here. Manchester is indeed within 50 miles. It's in Murfield. He is from Murfield, UK.
I would never in a million years spelled Murfield that way if you would ask me to.
How do you spell it?
Mirfield.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's Muirfield.
You got within 10 miles there, Chris.
Oh, nice.
So you both get the. We'll give you both the 3 points for that one.
No, it's 2 points, right? 3 points for getting it right.
3 points is within 50 miles.
Oh shit! Okay, fuck.
Yeah. I was trying to be generous. Some of these they're going to be tough. Especially some of these ones coming up here because, good God, Midwestern actors. All right. Next up, Benjamin Sisko, played by Avery Brooks. This city sits along the Ohio River on the border of 2 states and observes a different time zone than the rest of most of its state. It is the 3rd largest city in its state, home to a famous Midwestern fall festival and Una-style pizza, which is a type of pizza I learned about doing this survey or this quiz.
I've never heard of that. Is this the Ohio River? I didn't know
It is
yeah,
also
it's crazy.
home to the 3rd oldest baseball stadium in the U.S. still in regular use.
Yeah, no one's replacing that baseball stadium because they don't care enough.
So could you
Well,
repeat
it's still
those
in
for me?
use. That's what was crazy. Sorry, what'd you say, Chris?
Could you repeat? So on the, you said, yeah.
It's on the border of the Ohio River, or it sits along the Ohio River on a border between 2 states.
Which pretty much means it's on the Ohio River because that river is like it borders all the way around.
Yes.
Doop, doop, doop. I'm gonna let him put in
Louisville?
his guess because I have mine.
Is it Louisville?
Stanford?
I
What's your guess?
I have Cincy.
Oh, Louisville and Cincy. Okay. It is neither of those. It is Evansville, Indiana. Yeah, apparently the southwest part of Indiana and the northwest part of Indiana are like both of those parts of the state observe Central Time instead of Eastern. That's weird. It's weird that it happened once in the state. It's weird that it happened twice.
Oh, were you close enough? You might. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Louisville is
No, I don't think
123
so.
miles.
Oh no! God, America's so fucking big.
I know, that's why, like, at first I was like, oh, we'll do like 50 and 100. And I was like, ooh, this is not gonna get it. Cincinnati.
Oh, it's even further.
Yeah,
And it's Louisville. Like this is Louisville shit.
All right, shortest one from Cincinnati is 250, so I'll give you the 250 there, Stanford.
Yeah, neither of us are even in the state either, so.
Yeah, we're going by distance. United States is crazy. Wait, Louisville, Kentucky. How far is Louisville, Kentucky? 120. All right, so you both hit the 250, so you both get 2 points. Congratulations.
Woo!
All right, next up, Catherine Janeway, played by Kate Mulgrew. I also have no idea how to properly pronounce this city, so this is going to be fun.
I'm sure you don't.
This city is one of the oldest settlements west of the Mississippi and the first in its state. It is known for its bluffs, riverfront cable car, and historic Catholic heritage, and it lies at the intersection of 3 state lines.
So what was the first clue again?
This city is one of the oldest settlements west of the Mississippi.
Man, this is some Carmen Sandiego shit. I don't.
I will say that's generous. I'm going to give you another fact here because calling it west of the Mississippi is rich, given that it is on the Mississippi.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh man, I was definitely right in the right spot then. Ooh, no, I was not. Okay. It is west of the Mississippi. West of the Mississippi.
It's really old on the
right,
Mississippi.
Right.
Intersection of 3 states.
3 states, right?
Famous for bluffs, riverfront cable cars, and historic Catholic heritage.
I think, is it like a big town or a little town?
See, I feel like that's a loaded question coming to an East Coaster from like a Midwesterner.
Like
It's small to me.
cable car. It's Catholic as shit. It's small to you. Chris, do you have a guess yet?
No, I'm fucking looking.
Like the population is smaller than Penn State.
Oh, okay. That's a tiny town then.
Like Penn State with the students included.
And you couldn't pronounce it easily, right?
I think I know how to pronounce it, but
All right. I
I'm
gotta
sure I will
guess.
get corrected.
I gotta guess. I gotta guess. All right.
Okay.
Let me know when you got your guess, Chris.
I'm just like cruising up and down. Fucking Mississippi. Jesus Christ.
This is another one that's tough. Like, there's a couple of these actors that just come from small towns, and there's just not a whole lot to give you for clues without giving you very specific geographic hints.
All right. All right. Fine. I got one.
All right. What do you got?
No, Stanford goes first. I went first last time.
I would say Dubuque.
I got
Chris?
Kiwani.
Well, it is Dubuque.
Fuck yeah!
Jesus Christ! Really? Where is that?
It's in in Iowa? Yeah, it's in Iowa.
It's in Iowa, yeah.
Up next to the border of Illinois and Wisconsin.
Oh,
And
yeah,
what-
I'm nowhere
and
close
I-
to that.
And as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, that name looks familiar." So I think I may have actually like known that factoid at some point.
Yeah, I was
Where-
much
where-
farther south, so I'm nowhere near it.
Where is Kiwani? What state is that?
Like fucking
How do you
no.
spell it?
Illinois. It was in Illinois. No, hold on. I fucking lost it. I don't know. It was way far away. It's nowhere near 250. So
Okay. Was it in Iowa? Because that's still worth
No.
the point.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Stanford takes the lead, 12-9.
Fuck yeah! Go obscure ass Dubuque knowledge.
All right. Next up. This one I also kind of have to give a little bit more, only because this is weird. But okay, here we go. Christopher Pike played by Anson Mount. This suburb lies northwest of a major Midwestern metropolis.
Midwestern and Metropolis don't go in the same sentence together, man.
there's a couple.
There's a couple, yeah. It is a part of the greater metropolitan area and shares a name with a geographic feature. And this suburb's name sounds like it was tailor-made for Anson, almost like Destiny put him there.
Is it Rockford, Illinois?
Hold on, I'm still looking. Wait a minute. Isn't there a... That's a very small town. I would call that metropolis. What direction was his suburb from this supposed metropolis?
Northwest.
Okay, I don't think... All right, go. Shit, go through them again. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Yeah, go through them again.
This suburb lies northwest of a major Midwestern metropolis. It's part of the metropolitan area and shares a name with a geographic feature. And the suburb's name sounds like it was tailor-made for Anson, almost like Destiny put him there.
Are you saying the city was named for a geographical feature?
Uh-huh.
Or the suburb was?
The suburb.
Oh, well, fuck. I don't know. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't even have a fucking guess.
Guess a Midwestern metropolis.
That alone's pretty tough. Oh wait, that's a pretty big city. Oh, I'm gonna go with Piedmont, Oklahoma.
Piedmont, Oklahoma. So the answer is Mount Prospect, Illinois.
In the right state.
Shit. You're in the right state.
Yeah. Chris, you hit 70 miles. So you'll
Oh,
get 2
damn, I'm
points for
pretty
that
close.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
What
was pretty
is
good.
that? Oh, Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah, it's a Chicagoland
I always
suburb.
forget that Chicago constitutes a Midwestern town because it's such
Yeah.
a Chicago's a weird city.
It's huge though, man.
No, I agree. It's definitely a metropolitan area. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, this is going to be another tough one. Next up is Michael Burnham, played by Sonequa Martin Green. This town sits in the foothills of the Appalachians in the northwestern corner of its state. It is known for an annual watermelon festival, and
That's racist.
it is the heart of its county.
Okay. Give me fucking more, dude.
No. No. Shut the fuck up. It's the heart of its county.
What does that even mean?
It means it's the county cap. It's the county seat, the county capital.
Yeah.
What is that? I don't understand.
God, what else can I do? You know what? It's too hard.
No, I've got it. No. I think I've got it.
Just from that?
Yeah, I'm really good at geography, famously. Look, if I get this without this next clue, I'm going to say Greenville, South Carolina. And if that's not correct, then you can give us another hint.
It is not correct.
Damn.
It is the extended Appalachian Mountain Range in a very southern state.
You said northwestern corner of the state, right?
Uh-huh.
Is it a tiny town? Like, I've never heard of this town before.
You've never heard of this town before.
All right, I'm going to go with... Go ahead, Chris.
Is it Chickamauga, Georgia? Chickamauga, Georgia?
I'm going Dalton, Georgia.
All right. How do you spell Chicka what?
Oh, there it is. Chickamauga. Yeah. Chickamauga.
Oh, Chickamauga. Okay, I see that. Chris, you are within 250 miles. It is Russell, Alabama.
Jesus.
Or Russellville, Alabama. I'm sorry.
Oh, Russellville.
Chickamauga.
Oh, when you said northwest of the state, it's like next to Chickamauga, actually.
Oh, yeah, it is. All right, you both get 2 points.
When you said northwest of the state, I assumed it was a state on the eastern side of the Appalachians. I did not think of, like, the hills could run.
Dude, I didn't realize the Appalachian Mountain Range went down that far. Like, I thought that once you hit the Smoky Mountains, that that was a different mountain range.
I've driven through Russellville, going down to like Orange Beach and stuff in Alabama.
Yeah, it goes all the way. It goes all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. And it goes all the way up through Greenland. Like, the Appalachians are fucking huge, man.
I didn't realize that the Smokies were a sub-range of the Appalachian Mountain Range.
Yeah, there's only one mountain range. Well, that's not true, actually. So there's the Appalachian Mountain Range is all of the eastern coast, except for one small circle in New York where the Catskills are. The Catskills are technically a different range.
Yeah.
Because of some geological thing. We learned that while we were in the Catskills.
All right. 2 more. First up is Carol Freeman, played by Dawn Lewis. This borough was once an independent city and is still the most populous in its state. It is one of its city's 5 boroughs, and it is famous for its brownstone buildings, basketball, and hot dogs.
It's Queens, New York City.
Chris?
Yes, yeah.
Or Brooklyn, maybe. Brownstone buildings, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's New York City.
Yeah. New York, yeah.
Yeah, it is New York, so you will get 3 points for that. It's Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yeah. As soon as I said Queens, I was like, no, that's where the houses are. Brownstones. Yeah. My stepfather grew up in Brooklyn.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I did not plan for this. You guys are going in this last one. Chris, you have 16 points. Stanford, you have 17 points.
Jesus. Fuck yeah.
So this is a tight match.
Suck my geographical dick.
I would rather not, thank you.
This one is also going to be quite difficult, and it has a very funny fact about it. So this is Nala Ake, played by Holly Hunter in Starfleet Academy. This town sits east of a major southeastern U.S. city. It got an unfortunate reputation after a 1999 PBS documentary about a syphilis outbreak in its local schools. And it is a prominent filming location for a lot of productions that occur in the southeastern U.S., including parts of the vampire drama, The Originals, and Dukes of Hazzard.
What was the first 2 again?
It sits east of a major southeastern U.S. city, and it got an unfortunate reputation after a 1999 PBS documentary about a syphilis outbreak in its local schools.
Is it Athens, Georgia?
Yeah, is it Athens, Georgia?
Are you both guessing the same thing?
I literally had my mouse on the word when he said that. Yeah.
Athens is northeast. It's not southeast.
You said east, man.
You said east of a southeastern major.
Oh, yeah, it does sit east. Okay, my bad.
Good Lord.
No, it is Conyers, Georgia. But you
both
both
it's
are...
even closer to Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, but you're just.
Oh, so if
within-
we had the same guess, that means that I fucking win.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know where Anatolia is.
Oh my god.
I barely know what a Balkan is. Shit.
Yeah, so for those of you who are unaware, we play a lot of Paradox titles, and we have learned that Stanford is geographically challenged.
I am very bad at geography. I learn something new about geography every goddamn time we play that game.
Oh god. All right,
Like
so
today
yeah,
I learned where
Stanford,
Mozambique was.
Stanford, you have won with a score of 20-19. Congratulations.
Hell yeah. I dedicate this victory to Chris.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know. Do they call it Athens in Georgia? Because in Kentucky, they definitely call it Athens.
Oh
I mean,
god.
Wouldn't surprise me. You should here's some of the way they pronounce names around here for cities that are like named after cities that are named after other famous cities.
So I'm in Lexington working. This is before my crash that summer, actually. And I'm trying to find Versailles. It's this small town outside to Kentucky called Versailles. And I'm trying to find
Versailles.
My GPS didn't have it, and so I go into a bank, like a PNC bank, Pink Bank, and I go to the teller and I'm like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. I'm actually here for directions. I'm looking for Versailles." And she's like, "I'm sorry, baby. I don't know what that is." And I'm like, "Versailles? It's like a town, Versailles. Oh, sweetie, you mean Versailles. Yeah, that's right down the road another 10 miles or so." Thank you, ma'am.
That's even farther off than the Versailles around here.
Oh, like Versailles. Jesus Christ. And like, it's fine. It's the town's name and we have an accent. But I would never in a million years have said that. Like, because I only know the French name, I guess. And all the shit down there is French because it was a French colony.
Hey, you know what's really funny? Now that I'm looking at this map of Athens and or Athens to Conyers, there's a town in between the two called Between.
Yeah, well, there's a northeast Pennsylvania that's not even in the northeast of Pennsylvania. So, like, what do you want from...
Yeah.
What do you want from...
All right. So, yeah, thank you for joining us for another week of Captain's Log Supplemental. As we like to say at the top and bottom, please remember to like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, help spread the word, gets news of the podcast out. We hope you all have a good week, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye. What?
Thanks for listening to Captain's Log Supplemental. You can follow us on Twitter at PodCLS or send us hate mail at podcls3@gmail.com.